Okay, so in this video for Excel 101, we're going to look at entering some data and then doing some basic functions such as auto sum and auto average. Okay, so you can see I've got some data entered here. And the way that I did that was by just literally entering numbers into a cell. So in January, if your supplies are $423, 423, that's how you enter the data. While we're at it, let's talk about, the dollar sign. So these are dollars. So I'm going to highlight the data that's numeric, like a dollar, and you can go ahead and click to add your dollar amount. So you have your dollar sign there as well, okay? If you need to change the zeros, let's say you don't want any of the decimal points, you can move them out or back, okay? So in this case, we're just going to leave the decimal point right off that. All right, so that's how you enter data and add the dollar sign format as a currency. You've got different currency options and many number options. So if you need to manipulate numbers and change them to represent your data in a different way, by all means, you can check out the menu here. The second piece is, maybe you want to use what's called conditional formatting. I'm going to zoom in here so you get a closer look at the spreadsheet itself, and we're going to use some conditional formatting and set a rule so that there's like a visual alert of any, let's say anything in January that was over 500. So if I click and drag over these cells and I click on conditional formatting, it means format these cells based on a condition. What's the condition? So I'm going to hover over highlight cell rules, and I want them to be highlighted if they're greater than 500. So right there it says 755. I'm changing that number to 500, and let's say I want it to be green because that's money. And I click OK. So you can see here that these are highlighted if they're greater than 500. And I can do the same thing for travel. I can go across the board and say any travel over 1,500 or 2,500 is red. So conditional formatting, highlight cell rules. If it's greater than 2,500, let's make it red, 2500, and then it's red. So that's how you work with conditional formatting if you want to set a rule. I'm going to just zoom out a little bit, see if I've got any data. So the other thing is paste and paste without formatting. Let's say that I want to copy and paste these numbers, but I don't want to paste the formatting. I highlight the cells, and then I'm going to use the shortcut Control C, the letter C, to copy. And then I'm going to go over to quarter two, and I'm going to right click in cell B2. And you can see I have paste options. So there's paste. I didn't click yet, I just hovered. There's paste values. Now see, it just pastes the values. It doesn't paste the formatting. There's paste just the formulas. So I wouldn't get data, I just get the formulas to enter new data and everything. So I'm going to choose paste values. And now I can do fresh formatting. In this case, I'm going to make a table. So I'm not going to apply any conditional formatting, but man, I don't want to go through all the painstakes of making this look visually pleasing. So I'm going to format it as a table. So I'm going to I can select something, and you probably want me, I'm going to zoom in so you can see that better. So I get a formatted table, but let's say I'm like, I don't really like that. I'll pick that one. So now I have this formatted table. How did you do that, you ask? If I click and drag over the data, and then I choose, I'm on home, format as table, you have all of these options to choose from. And if you don't click and hover, you can just kind of like get a glancing look at what that might look like. So that's a nice way to very quickly make your spreadsheets look visually pleasing. So in this video, we entered some data, we applied some conditional formatting, so you know what that is now. We modified the values to reflect currency. We copied and pasted, Control C, Control, and then right clicked, and we chose our paste values option and then formatted the table. All right, give that a shot yourself, and thanks for watching.